Yeah, hilarious. He goes, oh, it's all Hasan derangement syndrome. What the hell does that even mean? Okay, some people just organically don't like animal abusers, right? Personally, I don't like people who shock their dog.
Nah, the perfect example of like Hasan derangement syndrome. Yeah. Nah, I give you an example. A perfect example of Hasan derangement syndrome is like Nux Taku and like I'm here to buck. Techie, tech down. But like, yeah, those are perfect examples of Hasan derangement syndrome where you're going beyond the extent of like, yeah, this can be criticized for genuinely like collar gay, yeah, terrorist glazer, terrorist sympathizer. The socialism is a grift. But again, if you're going way beyond the extent on like the brothel, bro, and like the that Destiny was saying, like some crazy John, bro, that's HDS, man. You're going to the slander, you're going to the absolute like meanest ends, and yeah, especially when you're saying that pandering to the lowest ends of bulls, bro. Like you don't want dumb type bulls, bro. Like that's going out slandering. You're just the opposite end of a G-boy or a snarker type. And what the f are we doing here, bro? It's not gonna solve. So yeah, Hasan derangement syndrome for you. You already know what it is, baby. Daily slops, mixy, messy, works, things, Jones happening. Of course, with Hasan. Yeah, you already know he's crashing out, coping, molding, seething, felted. Apparently this time, yeah, one of the biggest causes of the left's infighting, you already know, him, De Lorenz, but specifically him, Hasan. Yeah, apparently he's coping, molding, seething, crashing out that the liberals and Democrats, they're no longer on his side. Yeah, heads, again, definitely weren't in the first place. But yeah, apparently he's having a whole meltdown, crashing about that, John, so we definitely gotta take a look. And then apparently, Mr. Capitalist Piker, yeah, apparently he's got a lot of promo going on. There might be a new puff piece, gotta see, don't really know, but if there is, terrible works there. But yeah, other than that, we got Jones to cover, so we ain't wasting no more time. So, let's see what Hasan has to say. This time.
Right, welcome back everybody to the Chronicles of Diddy Piker. So last time, Hasan was calling himself the Charlie Kirk of the left, saying he has more motion.
Oh yeah, we ain't covered the daily slops yesterday because like, yo, I made that other video. Code Pink, Hasan Piker. Humanitarian aid out in Cuba. Fraudulent. Super. So yeah, go check that video out for sure.
And he should be respected and revered.
I am the Charlie Kirk of the Democrats, except you know I think I have more motion. Charlie Kirk didn't really have.
Stay hydrated, by the way. You said he's the Charlie Kirk of the Democrats, bro. He's the Charlie Kirk of the liberals. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, gang. I ain't gonna hold you. First of all, that's not good premonitions put on there. Second of all, I definitely don't want to hear that jump from you because again, weren't you the guy that was saying Charlie Kirk had a jump coming? Third of all, I don't even want to get started on what your chat was saying about this, John, bro. Debate his corpse. Yeah, let's really talk about it, Hasan. Actually, for you, what somebody has to do in shit being your rhetoric, let's not
have that much motion.
He was also getting cucked by Stanford University, downsizing his event for some unknown reason, possibly no motion or possibly too much backlash.
This literally was a 1,000 person venue that was fucking sold out. They swapped it to a 350 person venue instead. Take a march, do one outside. Well, guys, shut the fuck up. I'm not gonna go outside, dude.
Well, now after mingling with billionaires at Oscar parties, he's embracing his inner capitalism. He has now released some new merch, and he's posing with Kaya. Hasan did a merch plug on Twitter, and the comments weren't having it. Right here, we got Hasan, I'm in New York City. Also, it's a new drop day. And we got the Diddy Piker pose with Kaya looking very distraught after being shocked.
Again, capitalist Piker. I never want to hear shit from this nigga. The socialist shit? Come on. Don't even get me started on hyper-consumerist Piker again, going back to the Cuba Puff tour. How much was the fit?
Million times, of course. That poor dog looks like it was shocked numerous times just to get that photo.
Got his remote on him like it's his glove. And if Kaya try to move, she out of love. And you better know. I ain't gonna lie, you better know. Free Kaya, cause this shit diabolical.
No, Kaya. Bro, tell me that's not the Zap Zap remote in your right hand.
What I say, got his remote and I'm like, it's wait, better. Oh!
Why Hasan-san? And we got the shock collar, and he's apparently posing here. That's the remote for the shock collar, isn't it? Listen, I wouldn't put it past Hasan. He's always strapping. He's always strapping, okay? You never know.
I about to say, yeah, they had that clip where he was pulling the shot collar remote out his bag. I remember that it was when he had fish, but it was also the clip he was coming from the basketball court.
Know when you need to shock your dog, right? Hasan actually talking about his dog with that shirt. Your freedom is not guaranteed. That's actually diabolical. Remember, this was a photo shoot. That was the happiest Kaya the dog looked the whole time. Yeah, dude, you couldn't get a picture where she was actually looking a little more jubilant. You know, maybe show her like an AI.
Well, that's really the question. Why do you think we say from the bed to the TV? Kaya shall be free. I mean, she'd probably be a little bit happier if she was free.
Video of you destroying the shock collar. I'm sure that will get her to perk up, you know? What am I supposed to wear if I can't wear my $5,000 Gucci Rolex drip down to impoverished Cuba?
Just was talking about the fit too. But yeah, again, that shit was absolutely ridiculous. You're gonna go provide humanitarian aid to the people, Hasan? Yeah. Drip down to the socks. Don't forget to pepper with the cash. Pepper the peasants. Yeah, that shit still was crazy. Like, what the fuck?
Should I just wear scraps? By the way, here's my new merch drop. Shirts are $40. If only you knew how bad things really are. You know, I bet Kaya loves it when Hasan actually travels, because that's the little bit of freedom she actually gets.
What do we say?
Where she essentially stays at Hasan's
Oh, yo, I always talk about this, John. Hasan, this is like literally the only good fit you've ever had.
mom's house or whatever, and then she gets spoiled, right? Allowed to actually move around the house. A message from Kaya. Free me! Fixed it. I went to Cuba, and all I got was a fat streamer's paycheck.
Approved.
Pretty accurate, right? We got this guy. Here come all the right-wing freaking morons who do not know what socialism is, with the same old tired shit of wealthy socialist followed by all their idiotic shit.
Socialism is when nice house. Socialism is when, oh my god, mansion. It's like, no, dumbass. Again, we keep saying this shit all the fucking time. Hasan claims to be a socialist, which he also claims within that is that he doesn't, live like above his means. Better yet, he lives below his means. That's what he claims all the time. So again, when he's doing hyper consumerist shit, hyper capitalistic shit, again, like popping out to what was that John called, bro? The Vanity Oxford's fucking, like, you know what I'm saying, Oscar party shit. Why the fuck does my socialist king need to be there? What a dumbass. But anyway, sidebar and that shit, it's stupid as fuck. Obviously, this is why fucking Hasan is done with the hypocrisy shit.
So you actually have the audacity to say this after the whole Cuba trip, bro. Like, if after that you still think this is just right-wing moron shitting on him, you're completely out of touch. Dude, this guy went there under the guise of a humanitarian mission to flex on the brokies, to pepper them with wads of cash as he's just having a great time, you know?
Again, approved. I'll say it once more. Hasan Piker and Code Pink did not deliver any humanitarian aid to the Cuban people, and if you don't believe me, I hate to be the self-promo fucking guy. It really does suck, I ain't gonna lie. Engagement farming, truly. But yeah, well, go check out this video here. Y'all not seeing it, it's on the page. Y'all can just see that, John. But if you're on the clips, John, go check out that video there. Especially for you fucking G-boys.
Using up all the fucking electricity. He actually has this on his profile. And here we have a wealthy socialist being pampered while he claims to speak for the downtrodden. Yeah, I mean, he thinks like this is all not valid criticism, essentially, right? I see you lost the $1,500 glasses, but you're still wearing the expensive jewelry. Rich man just can't help himself. He always asks to be gripped out, of course. Anyways, remember when Hasan said he does not pay for any PR, everything, all these articles, right?
Oh, if we got any type of proof of this, John, give it to me, baby. Y'all know Trilly's tinfoil hat conspiracy theory. I know Hasan is paying for them fucking puff pieces, I'm telling you.
Writing about the sweat beating off his chest hairs.
Hasan, the oogling and joogling. That shit got me crying. The girly pops the gays and the admiring looks maxers.
Girly pop.
They're just drooling over Hasan's glistening chest hairs, and you can't forget about the Black Calvin Klein boxers. Like, yo, what type of fucking chicanery is this? Like, again, that's what I'm saying. There's no way a nigga organically wrote this shit. Like, bro, you actually need to get this nigga's balls out of your esophagus. Anyway.
How gay men simply love thirsting after Hasan. These are all organic, obviously. Taylor Lorenz is not behind the scenes. Well, turns out he's once again being promoted like...
Oh my fucking god. Wait, Hasan Piker on how the Democrats are messing us up. Oh my god, he got another puff piece. Yeah, fuck.
Crazy by various news sites.
No, yeah.
Slate really wants you to read their Hasan Piker articles. 5 hours ago, Hasan Piker and how the Democrats are messing this up. Hasan Piker on how the Democrats are messing this up. The same tweet again? On Today, What's Next? Hasan Piker stops by to discuss Trump's foreign policy. Dems failure to capitalize and why he traveled to Cuba. Hasan Piker on how the Democrats... Oh my god. Hasan Piker on how... Oh, brother. Like, are these Twitter ads or like what is going on here? Because he just constantly gets promoted with the same 0-like tweets. Hasan's talent agency is really working overtime to push all these glazing articles about him.
That shit got me crying. And then, like, bro, he'll have the nerve to be like, yo, Asmund, bruh. Fucking Asmongold, bro. You wish you could get the same articles and shit as me. It's like, yo, gang, by the way these niggas pushing this shit, it's seeming like desperation rather than, like, you know what I'm saying, actual good organic promo. Like, fuck. Again, Hasan, you're not beating the conspiracy, but, like, you know, you're not beating the puff piece allegations, my nigga. What the fuck are we doing here?
Listen, I don't know if it's actually his agency doing this or just a bunch of like unpaid glazers, right? There's a bunch of unpaid Hasan glazers as well who do this for free, right? We obviously got the Hasan orbiters who
Beast?
don't even get any help from Hasan, but consistently defend him even when he completely abandons them in a lawsuit, right? So it really is just a level of derangement beyond anything. I didn't think Slate could go lower, but they did. Thank God Slate is a dying news outlet. I've literally never heard of them.
Honestly, just mainstream fucking media news is just all ass on all sides. It's all fucking terrible, so who even gives a shit?
Spending 1,000 Cuban salaries on PR each month. That's a good
True.
one. We got the cockroach repellent. Always need to be packing. Moving on.
Oh shit, wait, yo, what tweet was this on? Because yo, I want that meme. I know. Fuck it, I'll probably be able to find out.
And Hasan losing a bunch of his lefty friends. Apparently, a lot of people are recognizing that he's not the best guy to associate with and essentially cutting him off. Politico surveyed 14 potential 2028 Democratic candidates on if they would go on Hasan's stream. 3 said yes, Ro Khanna, Gavin Newsom, and Emmanuel. 3 no, Cory Booker, Ruben, and Alyssa. Declined comment. 2 did not respond. We got Kamala, AOC. New, Hasan is driving a wedge in the Democratic Party. They surveyed 14 potential, only 3 definitively said they would. Right, so it turns out a lot of people are distancing themselves from Hasan. Hasan was obviously really mad.
I mean, like, yeah. Good optical decisions there. Totally not a worse one.
At his 2 favorite people, Zoran Mamdani and AOC, actually denouncing the terrorist group Hamas, right? You can't be openly chanting your support for terrorist groups who grape and murder civilians, right? And use kids as human shields. That's just horrible. You can obviously criticize Israel or have your takes on politics or whatever, but, you know, supporting inhuman terrorist groups is just beyond anything, right? And that's something a lot of people just can't get behind.
Yeah, it's an obvious like dichotomy and contrast, but again, heads like Hasan fail this shit all the time. But obviously what Pegasus is saying is true. Like, even like you said too, like duh, obviously you have the criticism for Israel, but like yeah, if you're not blatantly again seeing like hypocrisy, if you're not criticizing sense like Hamas, that's Houthis, failing the Rorschach test, and I definitely tell you, you're failing it on the side of those fucking G-boys, bro. Anyway.
People responded they don't want to sabotage their political careers. For some time now, Democratic think tanks have advised to steer clear of extreme left-wing positions and activist rhetoric. Such stances could alienate swing voters and hand Republicans more ammunition in elections. Absolutely.
Yeah, just literally like approve bar for bar, because that's exactly what it would do. And this is exactly why, again, we say for Hasan, or actually why I say, or whatever, that he's at least 1/4 of the like online left, specifically because again, online politics is completely bullshit. But anyway, sideboarding back from that, but Hasan is at least like 1/4 of the online left's like fucking infighting and shit like that, because within him being like this far lefty, bro, I bet him being a tanky, a far-left authoritarian and staunch communist who glorifies or excuses oppressive regimes in the name of socialism or anti-imperialism. Clearly, yeah, that will alienate heads that are like centrists. Oh my god. What the fuck? Lane fence sitters, or like heads that are left-leaning or right-leaning, you know what I'm saying? Go in those directions. Like, clearly you're not about to be like, hey, dog, so how the fuck do you feel about North Korea? Like, some shit.
Absolutely. If you want any chance of winning, you probably need to disavow Hasan Piker. Anyways, it gets even worse. Michigan State Representative Kerry has withdrawn from the Hasan Piker rally. Main Democrat Senate candidate Graham Plattner has also backed out of an event. Progressive Victory calls a drop of scheduling conflict and a mistake on their part. So basically, this person dropped out after Hasan Piker was slated to appear at the event. Who responded to supporting terrorism, dictators, and communism is finally becoming toxic on the left. Scheduling
Finally is definitely not good on this case, because again, it should have been always.
Like, I don't know why these people won't just say, I don't want to be around an animal abuser, because that would be completely understandable. Hasan Piker, the shocking, oh, that would be a banger movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I have to find like these direct
Sir,
tweets.
because that would be completely understandable. Hasan Piker, the
Because this shit is hilarious. Like, again, every time I'm becoming across shit like this, gotta save the memes to show.
Shocking. Oh, that would be a banger movie. Right, anyways, Hasan responded on stream and he is crashing out hard. Responds to the Michigan State representative, dropping events he's involved in, cites Hasan derangement syndrome. Okay, now you're just copying everybody else. Okay, this obviously comes from like, I guess TDS, Trump derangement syndrome, or ADS.
Nah, I've been saying this shit for mad long because motherfuckers been saying this to me, bro. But like, yeah, the Hasan derangement syndrome, the Trump derangement syndrome, it's whoever, but they basically saying like you dick eating, like you on that nigga dick, like
Asmongold derangement syndrome. So he's basically trying
that's definitely what Hasan has for sure, not even a question. He's rent free.
to like co-opt that language to seem cool.
Nothing to do with that. They're still going to keep chirping. Also, like I said, this is extremely, extremely online. A Michigan representative dropped out of the Abdul event and people are claiming it's because of you. I mean, it could be. I don't know. I have no idea who the Michigan representatives are. Guys, there are malleable lower level politicians that can be pressured, that don't know who the fuck I am, that are gonna be like, oh, I'm scared, I'm worried, everyone's yelling at me. By the way, not that it matters.
What do you mean by that? Like, nah, not even to Dickie, but I genuinely like want to ask what you mean by that. Because again, I'm just gonna use this from the sense of like the drama angle from your audience. You know what I'm saying? We have heads like Dr. K who have said like your audience, right? People are scared of your audience. But let me take this a step further since you want to be taken seriously in the adult politics world. Isn't that a bad thing, Hasan? Like your audience are gonna fucking like hound these politicians to like, you know what I'm saying, adopt your politics, which then is bad, like for them on both ends, because then like they're getting shit on again being on your same side for having normal politics, and then double on that, you on an overall in your audience representing the fucking left, yes, just makes like anyone on the right looks better because you look fucking terrible. What the fuck? Like, yo, hold on, nah, like shit like that definitely has to be questioned, but will they question it? Fuck no. Anyway.
But apparently I didn't even know this was a progressive victory event until they released it. They've been constantly asking me to be a part of it for like the last week or so. And I was like, fuck it, why not? Sure. And Progressive Victory has revealed that the reason why Graham Plattner didn't actually like back out, but had a scheduling conflict from the start, and that they had released that he was going to be on it before actually getting his name on the, before getting the full confirmation. And it's unbelievable, or I guess the most believable thing, that like all of these like Hasan derangement syndrome losers literally think that this dude is backing out an event that because I'm also participating in it. Are you out of your fucking mind?
No, of course.
First of all, like, again, on an overall, do I think, like, yo, the bull, whatever with this John is backing out strictly because of Hasan? No. Dumbass. Strictly because of Hasan? No. But, again, still on this, like, going back to this further point, again, Hasan. You can't say every motherfucker has Hasan derangement syndrome, my nigga. It's, like, especially when people do call you out and criticize you because, again, you have a lot of shit that you can be criticized for. Bomboclat wagwan. Hasan, yeah, a real fucking blunder when it comes to this shit.
That's completely far-fetched. Hasan, not even your own friends can have you on the screen because you're blacklisted from so many flipping sponsors like AT&T.
I'm about to say, yeah, with the streamer games, and then this shit with Emery and like extra Emily.
Really don't know why he insists that he's so non-controversial. Dude, of course people don't want to associate with an open terrorist supporter. And this isn't even stuff you've said like years ago. You reiterate your support like every other week. Just a couple.
That's what I'm saying. That is exactly why you can, like, you know what I'm saying, have these criticisms for him. Because again, if he shows no change in patterns of behavior, then it, the fuck? Then nigga, you gonna keep getting condemned. Especially again, going back to this, why I always say on the fucking Trexicon, bro. Streisand effect, the one guys have held, the Ouroboros concept, like he's just gonna again keep putting himself in the same destructive loop, and up, we're back here farming him again. It's like,
well, videos ago you were saying how disappointed you were that and how jealous you were that you couldn't give a pro-terrorist speech. How insane is that? And I feel like it's actually common sense for people and politicians in general to distance themselves from Hasan, right? If they actually want to win. Like, regardless if this particular guy did it for that reason, many other people have explicitly distanced themselves from you for that reason, right? In fact, just thinking back,
exactly. Yo, thank God, bro. I always talk about this, bro. I always like bringing this up, but like, yeah, they need to talk about when he went on Trash Taste. I believe he went on Trash Taste before this, like before this time that we're looking at here. But like on this time, this was the last time he ever went on because of the reason. But yeah, this was after, like he's been getting backlash for years. But during this time going forward, he's been getting a fuckload of backlash. Anyway, WW. Yeah. Trash Taste lost like 10K fucking subs and was getting brigaded and shit. Like, it was so fucking bad after this last time he went on Trash Taste, bro. And, like, it's a direct proof of the shit I was saying earlier with the John that Dr. K was saying, where, like, had to scare his audience, all this different shit. Like, again, do not know why heads collab with the nigga. Pander to him. Pander to the G-boys. I don't get it. I never will.
Your own like podcast friends on YouTube, the Trash Taste guys who are well liked by most communities, just because you were on their podcast. It became so controversial and hated, they literally had to blacklist you from future.
Damn. Again, like, the like extension is bullshit, but again, like, if the ratio is even like this, yeah, I gotta imagine, like, there's definitely, like, more of the barrier of, like, going dislike than there is, like,
future episodes. And that's literally all you, dude. Maybe if you know.
But, nah, actually, never mind. Because at the same time, again, if the person is on studio, like actual YouTube studio, and you show the likes, like, yeah, that shit could be completely fucking like on the whole other side. But yeah, no, that was a like documented thing, like that shit was bad for them.
Shut your yapper once in a while, like at least once, bro. I need a break. Like, holy shit, bro, this guy's working me to the bone. It's actually unfair. But yeah, hilarious. He goes, oh, it's all Hasan derangement syndrome. What the hell does that even mean? Okay, some people just organically don't like animal abusers, right? Personally, I don't like people who shock their dog.
Nah, the perfect example of like Hasan derangement syndrome. Yeah. Now I give you an example. A perfect example of Hasan derangement syndrome is like fucking Nux Taku and like I'm here to buck. Techie, tech down. But like, yeah, those are perfect examples of Hasan derangement syndrome, where you're going beyond the extent of like, yeah, this nigga can be criticized for shit genuinely, like Collargate, yeah, fucking terrorist glazer, terrorist sympathizer. The socialism shit is a fucking grift. But again, if you're going way beyond the extent on like the brothel shit, bro, and like the shit that Destiny was saying, like some crazy ass John, bro, that's HDS, my nigga. You're going to the fucking slander. You're going to the absolute fucking like meanest ends. And yeah, especially when you're saying that shit, you're pandering to the lowest ends of bulls, bro. Like you don't want dumb type bulls, bro. Like that's going out slandering. You're just the opposite end of a G-boy or a snarker type of nigga. What the fuck are we doing here, bro? It's not gonna solve shit. So yeah, Hasan derangement syndrome for you.
Very controversial, guys. Right, so then he says that people are drama obsessed. Obviously, they're all getting their opinions from slop tubas. Slop tubas are ruining my life.
Are you out of your fucking mind, dude? It's so crazy. It is so fucking crazy that dudes on the internet run on drama. They think that Grant Platter was like, oh my God, Hasan is gonna be a part of this. I have to get the fuck out of this. I can't touch this with a 10-foot pole. And there are, like, I'm seeing it. There's, like, people who legitimately think that this is the case. I think a guy like Grant Plattner has a lot more consequential red flags that he has to deal with personally, that he has dealt with successfully, as a matter of fact, than being associated with someone like myself. Liberals are so funny. After literally calling him a fucking neo-Nazi for months, they fantasized a world where he was actually anti-me, and then they're like, okay, I guess he's not a neo-Nazi. He's good now. Like, it betrays your first principles. Like, you are so unprincipled. You literally just operate on fucking Hasan derangement syndrome, brother. I'm a goddamn Twitch streamer. Wake the fuck up.
Oh, got him. Can I introduce you guys to a term? Part of the Schrödinger's quartet, and one of my favorites. Well, I can't even open it. Don't get me started. But Schrödinger's streamer. Hasan will change from a political commentator to a Twitch streamer. And there you go. I ain't gonna lie. See, this is his fucking defense every time, and that shit is so fucking whack. Hasan, you want to be taken seriously in the fucking adult politics world. You want to sit here and be buddy all fucking chapsy with Mamdani and shit. But you will sit here and claim, bro, when you're getting some criticism, oh, bro, I'm just a Twitch streamer. Boy, stupid ass. Then be the fucking Twitch streamer, my nigga. Like, what the fuck, bro? Then I don't want to hear the yapping about the politics, the purity testing, the virtue signaling, the moral grandstanding, the moral fucking posturing, and especially from your ass, the fucking defamation, the slander, the misinformation, and misconstruing every damn argument. Ain't nobody feeling it. Fuck. Niggas, stay on the stream. And please stop fucking up niggas' political worldviews, bro. God damn it, I'm so fucking tired of these G-boys. Moving on.
Okay, that's gotta be a moment of Schrödinger's Twitch streamer. I'm a
Schrodinger's term. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Every time a new Schrodinger's term pops up, I be adding that shit, bro. Who's truly watching the legendary series?
Affected political
The most diabolical works on the tube.
activist and educated on-the-ground journalist, right? But if you criticize me and if you actually call me out for anything, well, I'm just a Twitch streamer. I'm an itty-bitty, I'm an innocent little Twitch streamer, guys. What do you even, what the heck? Why is there anyone distancing themselves from me? I'm just a Twitch streamer. Oh, you know Hasan. You know Hasan. Yes, you are a Twitch streamer.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. This, nah, deadass one. Bringing this shit back. This is exactly why the fuck. Like, I'm just gonna keep showing the example. Well, the Trex Scott is the major example, but this is a perfect example showing like that Schrodinger's streamer moment, like of why the Destiny Hasan stress, why the Trex Scott as a whole even exists. Because again, as we go on and cover things in the CDST, EHDI plus Cinematic Universe, commentary, drama, slop T, and we know EHD has an EHDI plus Cinematic Universe, but specifically commentary, drama, slop T. But as we go on and see how people like get into these dramas, how they act, what things they do, how they go about things, like, yeah, now we can just document that shit, write it down. And as soon as they go about these fucking plays, these fucking tactics, well, Schrödinger streamer, everyone. Per Hasan Piker.
Fuck it, I'm saying it.
You sure did. You sure fucking did.
But you're also, unfortunately, a cult leader with a lot of influence. You're literally creating a cult of rabid terrorist supporters, potentially future
Echo Chamber Piker.
terrorists, and you're unironically ruining society one day at a time. Like anybody who watches you, essentially, right, you know, without the aid of commentary videos, if they're watching 10-hour uninterrupted Hasan Piker streams, they're obviously losing IQ. You're degrading the quality of human.
Well, it really depends, because this is, and you know what, actually I do want to talk about this, because this is where the dichotomy really stands and depends. If you're watching the nigga, again, like let's just say I'm watching Hasan's fucking stream and I'm just absorbing whatever the fuck he's saying without fact checking this shit at all whatsoever, then yeah, I probably am losing IQ, because again, on the basis of whether he's telling the truth or not, I don't know. You're literally just going on belief and like faith that he's telling the truth, and going off of, again, why we have the Trexagon. Going on Hasan's changes in patterns of behavior. If you make a mistake or wrongdoing, recognize what it is you did wrong, remedy it if possible, and then from there on moving forward, try your best not to make those mistakes again. Yeah, on the basis of Hasan doing that, he does not ever change. Ever make the right choices. You know, he keeps making the fucking mistakes. So, right, if he's continuously doing that and you are never at some point, like, not even calling him out, but like acknowledging, okay, Hasan, this shit is not true, yada yada, like whatever the means may be. Like, you got it. Like, that's a nigga I'm calling like a straight up G-boy. Like, yeah, you're a fucking G-boy. Like, you're a glazed boy, my nigga. Like, you need to tap in, bro. Because I like, again, even on a base, I do not understand why the fuck anybody would be a fan of Hasan. But even on a base level, if it's like a political thing, like, you generally do agree with some political takes that are decent from this nigga. Anyway, but like, yeah, that will be quote unquote decent. Like when he's, oh yeah, you know what, entry level political diversionary tactics, hiding his power level. When he's like, yeah, bro, you know, socialism Piker, when we can get everybody free healthcare and like, you know what I'm saying, universal, like being able to pay for schooling and shit. Yeah, duh, everybody's gonna agree with that shit. Clearly, right? Like, I got a perfect example of that type of jump. Damn, I almost lost my talk. I was trying to think of that shit. But yeah, that would be like a perfect example of that shit. Like, if, sure, you could agree with that, John. But if it gets to a point where he blatantly says some shit that's misinfo, like, is just fucking wrong, like, perfect example of that is when he goes out on the fucking China Puff tour. He's out in Beijing and shit, right? And he's blatantly fucking wrong about what happened with the 2 Chinese gay dating apps. It's like, yo, if you're not calling that out, like he's blatantly wrong and he definitely like fucked up that situation, then you're a G-boy. Like, you're straight up a G-boy, because like it is definitive that he fucked it up. So like, yeah, just to go over that. As a who. So yeah, heads can't say, oh yeah, bro, I really be dicky. No. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little.
Listen, Hasan is kind of like if you see a cockroach in your house, right?
Rutsan.
You know, you can ignore it for a bit, but eventually it's gonna start.
No. What? My nigga, deadass, yo, engagement farming Trilly moment. If you see a cockroach in your house, bruh, you were ignoring that shit? I don't know about y'all, bro, but like, Nah, I'm not fucking with bugs, bro. Yo, trauma. Actually, let me give it a whole buck. Yo, we see a bug or some shit, especially a spider. Oh, nah, I'm a bitch. Oh, nah, I'm a bitch. Hell nah. That's what we saying. I'm not fucking with bugs. So there's either two options that's gonna happen here. Either that motherfucker owns the house or that motherfucker's meeting his maker. These are the choices. But all I know is the choice is definitely not, do nothing. The fuck?
Laying eggs and fucking infesting your house, all right? You gotta permaban that shit before it ruins.
Damn it, I just thought about it. Yo, can somebody fucking tell Aspen that shit? Fucking Roach King. Roach King as my good.
Your house, or society in this case. But yeah, that's why we need the Legendary series to counteract all the bullshit that comes out of your mouth. Actually tell people the truth of the situation and, you know, have a good time while doing it, of course. Anyways, to nobody's surprise, he's now blaming it on Israel. He's ulting. Watch out, guys. He has a 5-second cooldown. This is broken. Riot Games, please nerf him.
As you guys are probably aware of, your boy is in the crosshairs by some of the most no motion having people on the planet. Centrist Democrat.
Again, yeah, and Pup the Oreo, funny enough, called you out for this on another job, bruh. If these articles and shit don't have any fucking motion, again, Hasan Piker as the second biggest, I guess, political commentary streamer, especially on Twitch, but honestly, overall, why the fuck are you checking out these articles given in motion? Dumbass, idiot, brainlet, moron, lobotomite. It's like, yo, what the fuck are you doing?
That's Israel First Democrats and the like. ADL, APAC, all of these groups that have completely lost the public battle are trying to enforce their institutional muscle in the last area where they think they have a little bit of power. They do still have access to politicians, and they're using that access to politicians and you know, pestering them. And they have some media organs that will run these attack ads, especially if any of these politicians respond to the pressure and actually release statements. The New York Times is not going to write an article because the ADL is saying I'm an anti-Semite, but the New York Times will write an article if like the ADL and APAC get a politician to say that I'm an anti-Semite. That's when it becomes like actually newsworthy, right? And they've seen a little bit of success in the process.
Let's back that up. Let's back that up. Like, let's actually take it back. If someone were to on base level say that you're anti-Semitic, that would be the problem, right? It would be on the basis of your rhetoric, not because like heads are like trying to like collude to do all this, John, which I'm not even saying. We all know fucking politics is just corruption, bro, on steroids, my nigga. Like, well, I don't know what the fuck we're saying you're talking about. But like, bro, even on a base level of that, Hasan, we can parse through your rhetoric and all that. And yeah, man, it might say, you're looking a bit anti-Semitic. Yo, the dog catcher take. Yeah, that one was a fucking scorcher, let me tell you, bro. Looking just like the sun. But anyway, it's like, dog, we got to go back on that level. That's why we say you got to break it down. It's like, Hasan, I think there's like levels behind this that are a problem before we even get to what you're arriving at. You know what I'm saying? You don't. Anyway.
Process, but ultimately, this is not going to change public opinion at all. They've lost the public opinion. This is just them trying to enforce their institutional muscle with the only outlets that they possibly have.
I don't know, man. I feel like public opinion regarding Hasan is definitely changing, right? Hasan's reputation compared to a few years ago is infinitely worse. And it's not really our—
Absolutely. Like, it was like his job. Like, no. Like, well, bro, because it's so fucking obvious. Again, we were just saying it. We say it damn near every fucking day. Get to remember me like you make love. Like, yeah, Collargate infinitely changed the perception of this nigga forever. No matter if you're a G-boy or fucking not. It's like, yo, at some point you're gonna have to acknowledge, even if you think he didn't shock his dog, that situation just looks fucking bad. Because already, if there's the premise and like view of your rep, PR and Optics talk about it literally on Trexagon again. But like, if your reputation and you're even like, it's even associated with your name, just like the terrorist Blazer John, like just even had an association, it's kind of like buzzwordism too, but not in the sense of, well, it is a sense in a negative connotation, but it actually applies instead of it just being fucking slander. But again, main overall point, even having these things like associated with your name is just bad, like just clearly bad. But then we go to the further extent of where like, yeah, he definitely did it the first time, and then we're seeing, oh, Collargate 2, the sequel no one wanted. He might have fucking did it again. So like, yeah, shit like Collargate, like his rep is definitely fucked. And then like we already, like there's a whole bunch of other shit. I mean, again, this Cuba Puff Tour shit, as far as I'm concerned, because again, like, yo, after the research we was doing on the John, and like, oh my god, Julie, fucking researcher, really the dumbass. But after the shit that I was finding out over there with him in the flotilla and Code Pink, yo, niggas should be really frying the fuck out of him for that shit. Like, I mean, like, actually on his ass, bro. Like, we're roasting the fuck out of him for his fit in the socialism grift and shit. But, yo, go ask that nigga Hasan Piker, where the fuck was the humanitarian aid for the Cuban people? Also, go ask Code Pink that same shit as well. Because again, as far as I'm concerned, they didn't give that shit out to not a person, not one fucking hospital storeroom or goddamn closet got any aid. So niggas should really be on their fucking asses for that. But anyway, sidebar that for real, for real. Yeah, his rap, like, there's just so much shit, and especially like the Pegasus was saying over the years. Bro, that shit is tanked, bro. Over.
Fault, to be honest. It's not because of any slop tuber drama videos. It's just himself doing dumb shit, right? We would have nothing to talk about. There would be no Reddit clips, Twitter clips if he didn't, you know, shock his dog live on camera or support terrorists for the 50th time. These are things that he does on his stream that everybody simply clips and shows to other people, and then he screams that it's out of context, and then he lies about stuff that is completely verifiable on camera over and over and over again, and cements his reputation as an untrustworthy person. But yeah, of course, he's alting again, going to his go-to move, Israel. I legit do not understand how this guy operates in the world anymore. Can you imagine, like, a day in the life of Hasan Piker? He orders McDonald's, the employee gets his order wrong, he accuses them of being agents of Israel. I swear, guys, Israel stole my last chicken nugget. It was there. It was there. It was definitely not me putting it into my mouth because I'm froggen-sized. No.
Peace?
Oh, my shower ran out of hot water. It must have been Israel. No, I'm a miserable, pathetic fucking loser. It's Israel's fault. No. Dude, you're honestly such a joke, man. Like, stop overusing it. Like, people are just not gonna fucking take you seriously anymore. Anyway, so then
Wasn't taking him serious in general.
he talks about collabing with politicians, and he says that he does this to help them. It's actually not to help Hasan to, you know, seem more respectable, to grow his status, to grow his viewership. It's actually for them. He's a selfless person.
Because they think, like, I need these politicians for legitimacy because they're operating in the old guard
You do.
mentality. From their perspective,
Again, why were you trying to seem so buddy, so fucking cheesy with Mamdani? And I saw the clip the other day. Didn't you say you were trying to hang out with him? But you couldn't do it on stream. Oh, Hasan. Couldn't do it on stream. Is it because he disavowed the fuck out of you again because of this?
Fuck it, I'm saying it.
It was, just reprehensible what Hasan had to say. Like, dude, fuck. Again, Hasan, you want to be taken serious in the world of adult politics. But it will never be happening, baby. Bomboclat! Bomboclat, Wagwan! Hasan, you done fucked it up. And trust me, the blunder's a real fucking spectacle.
they're like, oh, dude, he's going to Vanity Fair parties. He's going on the New York Times.
Hypocrisy, yeah, let's call that out.
He's being given favorable coverage. We have to stop that. What they don't realize.
I mean, favorable coverage of you should stop because, like, again, it depends on the basis of if you're doing something that is actually good. In recent events, you have yet to do something that's even relatively on a modicum of, like, perceiving it as good. Like, you know, and again, you just came off the Cuba Puff tour. Like, you're fucking cooked after that. But anyway, sidebarring that, it's like, Hasan, when we evaluate this shit, it's just never really going in your favor because of your own merits, and this is something that you truthfully don't understand, but we understand because 5 stats, stat 5. Never take accountability. A behavior where someone avoids personal responsibility for their actions often might shift in blame, making excuses or denying involvement in negative outcomes. Yeah, because you never take accountability for shit. None.
Is I don't need the favorable coverage. It's a
Again, you do.
mutually beneficial relationship. And for politicians that appear alongside me, it's not necessarily beneficial
It's not.
for me at all. I just get a lot of endless amounts of hatred. It's actually beneficial for them. That's why I do it.
If you are trying to speak to the general masses of people, you probably shouldn't speak to the audience of tankies. Like, how is that? How is that beneficial for your political endeavors? Nah, Hasan, like, genuinely explain that to me. Like, nah, actually, like, your audience, we could say. I mean, like, personally, I'll say your audience is either, like, it's a 50-50 split between them wanting to fuck you and their tankies, but at the very least, I'd say about a third of those niggas are tankies. So, like, what is the basis of this? You know what I mean? Like, what where do they stand to gain anything? I don't see where the benefit will be at.
Regardless of the additional unjustifiable smears that I receive. So if there are politicians out there who actually get worried and are fearful of this kind of backlash and shy away from collaborating with someone like myself, well then, you know, sucks to suck. As long as you still continue putting out good policies, I will most likely defend you. I don't give a shit about politicians being my friend. I care about politicians doing the bidding of the masses.
Of course, I'm just a selfless guy. I'm just trying
I care about politicians doing the bidding of the masses. God. Well, yeah, either way, Hasan, again, I've been repeating this a lot these days, but honestly, again, with current society, current admin, current conflicts, a lot of bad shit in the world, really we do. This left-right shit is cornball shit. Again, this political aisle shit, ideologically pure shit is fucking, like, it's so stupid. We, as the people, need to focus on the top down, or more like the bottom up, because every time I look up, the ladder keeps going another foot up, and it's looking like, damn, motherfuckers are sweeping our whole fucking futures right up under our noses. Niggas hoodwinked. Damn. So yeah, I feel like, yeah, we really need to be focusing on like policies, bullshitteries, junk, like, you already know, again, political fucking trilly, bro, tangentially auxiliary, but like, yeah, we really need to focus on shit again that just provides better futures for people, not even just for the younger gens, but even for, like, you know what I'm saying, heads that are millennials, like, you know what I'm saying, Gen X, the boomers, that's where I'm a little biased. Respect your elders, but in terms of the economy, the boomers, now I'm fucking biased. Tough work there for y'all. I ain't gonna hold you, but at least for the futures, for the relative, like, you know, still like relative adults, like, you know what I'm saying, middle-aged heads, and then like going down, listen, we need to set up Jones to just provide better futures for people that like have them secured. But yeah, again, the boomers, nah.
to help people, you know? Yeah, Hasan, the pathological liar and narcissist, he's actually doing it for you guys, you know? It's not for his own stream. It's not for his own numbers and credibility. I mean, he unironically thinks it's like a mutually beneficial relationship. I mean, I don't know what kind of votes you get from Hasan. Like, I guess you could get the terrorist vote. You could get the animal abuser.
And this is kind of like what I was saying earlier. Like, again, you go on the Hasan stream, at least at 30, these niggas gotta be tanky. So, like, what is that worth? Like, that's not worth shit.
Vote. You could get the regard vote.
Yeah, bro, like, it's fucking crazy. Like, yeah, that shit like really blows me. Yeah, bro, you want the vote of the tankies in a democratic society. That's fucking hilarious. Nice.
I mean, if you value that, then I guess it does boost your numbers a little, but I'm pretty sure it harms them more long term, because any logical, rational, reasonable person looks at you collabing with Hasan and goes, yeah, well, I don't trust you anymore, you know? I mean, the fact of the matter is, anyone caught hanging out with Hasan is just taken way less seriously, right?
Yeah. Like, I don't, like, it really is a thing of, like, if you're collabing with Hasan, like, it's like you're, I was right. I was thinking in my head, but I was fucking up the grammar, of course. But it really is a thing of, with Hasan, yo, whether or not you believe it, yeah, again, collabing with this nigga is gonna be bad perception. But, like, it's like a step beyond that. It's the thing of, like, yo, any publicity is good publicity. There's no such thing as bad publicity or whatever, because even bad publicity is good publicity. And that shit is ass. Yeah, it's ass. And it sucks that, like, yeah, we got to that point in society, especially on social media, where heads are willing to do and say damn near anything for fucking views. It's bad, bro. It's fucking cancerous, actually. Yeah. Hang out with any, well, not even on the base of hang out. It's really just the what's that shit? It's like the Entre, right? It's the orbit. Dumbass. But it really is that orbiter shit that be killing me too. I'm like, yo, my nigga, like, what the fuck? Like, what is the purpose, bro? To be the part of somebody fucking click, bro? Some dumb shit, bro. I can't. It's fucking stupid. The main shit that pissed me off is just like the direct example of the orbiters, because it's the glaze is so fucking blatant and ethereal that it's like, yo, like, we're actually, well, not we're, they're actually debasing the fuck out of themselves, but they do this casually on the daily, and we farming, so.
Their reputation is essentially damaged, sometimes permanently. I mean, look at how many friends he's just got in the crossfire. Look at Jellywick, for example. He ain't even apologized.
Jellywick!
Let's up those numbers!
Numbers up! Clips never live down. I know. We gotta be making the intros quicker, so we'd be skipping some of the Jones, but you should have been taking it away, Jellywick. Yeah.
Politician. He managed to damage his squeaky clean reputation, and he was a generally well-liked guy. He still is, but like when it comes to people like Hasan and him,
Yeah. But again, I can't feel bad for Jellywig because within this, first of all, was this the one where he said he put it on his mom's leg? But either way, regardless of that factor, what this clip was when he was saying that Hasan didn't have a shock collar, bro. Now he had saw a flick. Hasan had like a vibrating collar, but he couldn't tell us who showed him the flick, and he couldn't show us the flick. So I'm like, yeah, Jellywig, that shit, spineless, no backbone, and you're like, yeah, I'm not really feeling that shit. Like, not definitely not hearing it, especially not after Hasan got 13 more excuses to box this shit out. So
defending him, people just look at him differently, right? So then Hasan says that he's not controlled by anyone, and that's why he's trustworthy, right? He operates based.
What the fuck kind of, like, yo, not on Pegasus, but if this nigga Hasan said that shit, what kind of logic is that? It doesn't even fucking make sense.
Hasan says that he's not controlled by anyone, and that's why he's trustworthy, right? He operates based off his own opinions.
John,
That's the great. So, okay, no, I'm gonna point out why this doesn't make sense before I even go into it. So maybe Hasan will really fucking box me out, show me how fucking stupid I am. You know, his haters don't critically think. I can't be the dumbass allegations. But let's say here, right? He's saying he's like, he's trustworthy and all that because basically he's not bought out. But at the same time, he's not bought out, no other Jones or whatever. He's totally not getting sponsored trips over to the other fucking countries or the governments and shit. Anyway, sidebarring that, right? But he's not bought out or no Jones. But still, within that, he be fucking lying and spreading misinformation and blatantly admits he's a propagandist. So either way of this, like, this is the shit I talk about with the fucking Ouroboros concept and destructive self loops. Because if you are bought out, Hasan, if you're not, well, why the fuck are you tanking your rep by being a fucking propagandist? It's like, what the hell? Like, it's so stupid.
Jonathan Greenblatt puts this smear out there because it's the Always Defaming League, and he's the head of the Always Defaming League. Hasan Piker has a long track record of commending and excusing terrorism. He routinely uses his platform to spread anti-Jewish tropes, amplify propaganda from designated terrorist groups, and promote toxic anti-Zionism. Despite a backdrop of intensifying anti-Semitism, Piker does all of this, not only unapologetically, but proudly. Dr. Abdul El-Sayed's decision to host campaign rallies with Piker is not just alarming, it's absolutely shocking. It reflects a broader trend, the dangerous normalization of anti-Semitism in our politics. This community is capable of getting reliable door knockers. This community is capable of improving a candidate's chances, even if it's marginal, and that this community and myself in particular am capable of creating and generating clicks around a politician. That's a terrifying prospect for a, multi-million-dollar influence peddling operation.
You know what? I actually agree with Hasan. I actually agree with him. Yeah, no, that, like, actually having independent news, whether or not those motherfuckers have journalistic integrity, because they're definitely not even fucking journalists in the first place, but, like, whether or not they have journalistic integrity and shit, yeah, no, that seriously is a threat to mainstream news, though. So, yeah, no, I agree with Hasan. Like, having independent journalism, like, yeah, having heads that clearly aren't gonna be fucking bought out, or it's gonna have a narrative to stay ideologically pure with either side of the fucking political aisle. Like, yeah, no, it's good to have that shit. No, it generally is. But Hasan, where you fail, you're propagandist Parker. God damn it! Like, you gotta be fucking kidding me! Like,
not a controllable entity. I don't have big donors. I don't correspond to the needs of big donors. I have my
Hasan. Whether or not that is true is great. So within you doing that, can you not lie to my fucking face? It would do me so much better. Like, yo, if you could be an independent source of news and not be a fucking propagandist, dog, oh my. Hasan, you might actually be the God's ID King then. It might actually be true then. But no, again, you lying straight to niggas' faces. Straight to their faces, bro. Bad works there. Terrible works there. The worst type of roles.
Own opinions that I'm very unapologetically distributing with regular frequency. That's terrifying.
Okay, listen, there are some accusations people make that Hasan is a paid foreign agent, right? Because he's so anti-America, whatever. But the thing is, I like to think that those are mostly memes, right? I don't think he's actually being paid. He's rich enough. I don't think he actually needs any more money. And even if he does, I don't think he'd be stupid enough to actually take it and expose him in that sense. And
I really hope not. Because again, it's already bad enough we got the tinfoil hat conspiracy theory with the fucking puff pieces, bro. Like, yo, it just looks so fucking bad. It just looks so fucking bad, though. And then, when you really know he's hiding his power level on his politics, I'm like, oh my fucking God. Like, yo, Hasan, can you just, not do this fucking chicanery, bro? And then maybe we wouldn't have to sit here and be like, damn, bro. Yo, did Hasan get a fucking sponsored tour with the CCP? Fuck. Like, dude, you gotta be kidding me. Like, fuck. Nigga, soy face in that mouse, a little red book. Like, nigga, like, what the fuck are you doing? Oh my god.
For the first time, I actually believe Hasan, right? And that's the terrifying part, because he's organically insane. He isn't even being paid, right? You know, when you're able to discern the motivations of somebody, then it makes it more easier. It's like, okay, this guy's motivated by money. Of course he's saying this shit, right? He's getting paid to say this shit. But with Hasan, he has these ideas on his own. He's an organic ray god. Bro just grew up like this. Bro was like...
True.
This all along. It's in his fucking DNA. Born and bred to be a colossal ray god. And Hasan really thinks this is like a gotcha. Yeah, Hasan, I'm not controlled by anyone. I'm not beholden to anybody, except maybe your terrorist supporter community, of course. Like, I don't know how it's a gotcha to say that, oh, Hasan Piker, you know, I decided to support terrorists on my own free will. Like,
that's what I'm saying. That's why I had to make the dichotomy. Yo, and again, Hasan's haters, they don't critically think. Crazy works there, but that's why the dichotomy has to be made. Because I do agree again with Hasan, like TLDW, that like, yo, independent news and Johns like that is good. But again, what you do with your independent news, your journalistic integrity, how you present things, bro, how you go about sourcing your information, how you go about the nuances, bro, how you go about trying to get as much context as possible is very important. You know what the fuck that is called? And I hate to do it because it's so fucking cringe, but hold on. Just one second. And I know it's definitely in here too. Yeah, it has to be in here. Yep, right there. Media literacy. The ability to access, analyze, evaluate, and create all forms of communication. It involves critical thinking. And I'm telling you again, Hasan, his haters, they never do that. I'm telling you. To understand how media messages are constructed, their potential influences on our thoughts and behaviors, and how to use and create media responsibly. It's a crucial skill for navigating the digital world, making informed decisions, and participating in a democratic society. So I feel like, you know, it's very important to have that. So again, going back on the basis of what we're talking about with Hasan, like, yeah, Hasan, with you being an independent news source is great. Schrödinger streamer, by the way. But again, like, how you go about presenting this, especially how you go about presenting your ideologies, rhetoric, and opinions when it comes to politics. It's very important. And you do a fucking terrible job presenting yourself. Simple as that. Do we understand, class? We do. Moving on.
you're insane, bro. Nobody does that. You know what, Hasan? You should write a book. How to be a...
He should not.
Comically evil cartoon villain IRL. How to...
He should not. Yo, because if Hasan writes a book, bro, I'm gonna read that shit. Because I would have to see how fucking narcissistic Hasan would be in his own literature. Like, that shit would genuinely blow my fucking mind. Like, this... You know how Pegasus be saying this thing, Hasan probably jerks off to himself in a mirror? Like, yo, this nigga would actually be ego fucking stroking in a book. Like, it's so fucking crazy, bro. But realistically, though, yeah, no, he should never put pen to paper. Do you see how this nigga puts fucking mouth to stream camera? Yeah, the clips aren't that better.
Lead a cult audience of complete morons by Hasan Piker.
The reason why people are doing this is because I am unconditionally and uncompromisingly anti-Zionist. Like, Mallory McMorrow is smart enough to slap anti-Semitism at the tail end of this content. She was smart enough to say, oh, this is kind of anti-Semitic at the end of it, right? Like, oh, he's just saying offensive things just for clicks. He doesn't care about this stuff.
Oh, brother, what the hell did this guy do before Israel? Honestly, like, I legit wonder, what was his excuse before Israel? He spams this shit like a Super Smash Bros. Combo. He's button mashing, bro. He's ulting on cooldown.
Hey, should I ring me?
You know what would be like a good competition? Who says the word more? Casey Tron saying the word incel or Hasan saying Israel?
Casey Tron slams 4-0 in the finals. Get your brooms out. It's a sweeper. It's a sweeper. Girly, girly, girly pop.
Girly, girly, girly pop.
Bro. Nah, the glass gotta come up for this one. Top 3 favorite game series of all time for Trilly. We know the Fallout series is one. In New Vegas, you get 4 options usually. You know what I'm saying? When you open up the dialogue tree to talk to NPCs in the game. Casey Tron, her dialogue box goes like this. You open up the dialogue tree. The last 3 Johns are grayed out ellipses. You cannot choose these options. But it didn't even matter because the one option you could choose, you had a 2 out of 10 because Casey Tron charisma... Bomboclat. But 2 out of 10. Somebody needs to give her ass a day tripper. Follow reference again. But anyway, Yeah, she has one option. It's the word incel, period. And again, it's all red. So that stuff works there, bro. Because you're getting the word... Yo, we could at least go like maybe one vid, because again, like you see in the Hasan bingo, we can go maybe one vid without Hasan saying something about Israel, but we will not go anything without Casey Tron saying someone's an incel. No. That is something I can truly confirm and stamp in. Like, yo, that is the only time Casey Tron has not said incel on a John was one time, and I remember it from the Daily Slops because it was like one tweet where she didn't say it, but other than that, nope, it's a sweep.
Okay, now we got a competition. Okay,
No, we don't. It's a sweep. It's a Casey Tron sweeps.
actually don't know. That's a tough one. That's a
No, it's a sweep. Nah, it's a sweep on Casey Tron. I'm trying to tell you.
neck and neck flipping bloodbath right there.
Nope.
Somebody should actually
Sweep.
calculate that. Considering Casey
No, it's a sweep. I don't even need to do the math. I just know it's a sweep.
says it like every single tweet.
She does. I'm trying to. It was only like one tweet where she has not said that shit, and throughout the entire. Bro, I'm tired.
Anytime she opens her mouth. Hasan also says Israel about 100 times a stream. It would actually be a competition.
Reach 10K. Nigga, I hit him with the 200% hollow purple.
Truly life's greatest mysteries. Hasan's comment section is the funniest. Trump is super unpopular right now. Time to go after our left flank, Democrats. Yeah, so now they hate their own party or something because they decided to criticize.
This shit is, oh my fucking god. Like, and this is the same shit that was happening, bro. The same shit. And these motherfuckers, I've been hearing motherfuckers say all the time, and like within, you know, I don't even know what the fucking the media ether, bro. I mean, again, it's all fucking brain rot. But like, yeah, heads are waiting for the midterms because, yeah, Trumpy's approval rating and shit absolutely fucking tanking horrible, especially with the conflict going on in Iran, right? So like, yeah, of course, you would think like Democrats, lefties, you know what I'm saying, liberals, bro, they should be really taking advantage of this moment. It doesn't seem like Mr. Piker's really assisting with that. Doesn't seem like it.
Dear God, Hasan. You know that cultural relevance is burned when they feel they have to go manually after a streamer? People just don't want to win elections. Your
Yeah.
idol literally tells people to not vote. What
Exactly.
the fuck are you smoking?
It's like, no, I honestly, hold on, wait, go back. People just don't want to win. Like, I feel this, but like, yeah, I absolutely do feel the also like the dichotomy of Hasan John. But like, yes, I feel like with some of these politicians, like, bro, they just not really putting on enough to like represent the people, bro. Like, again, and this is a confirmed John. 93% of fucking Congress is bought out by AIPAC. This shit is redonkulous. This is why I always say, yo, that left-right shit, why the fuck are we sitting here wasting time on this shit, bro? This boy is a top-down, and I will keep repeating it. Do not let the ladder get hoodwinked right out from under your ass. Do not.
Want to win elections. Your idol literally tells people to not vote. What the fuck are you smoking? These smears are why I checked your channel out. They felt ridiculous and manipulative. Yeah, absolutely nobody is buying this. We know you're a day one Hasan supporter. They are almost worse than MAGA. What the frick is this? Don't disagree with Hasan, guys. The ideology of the Democratic Party is just soft fascism. Okay, so now they're fascists too. Everybody's a fascist. If you disagree with Hasan, you're a
Buzzwordism is a classic. You know, I'll bring it up. Yeah, let's bring up buzzwordism. I feel like I haven't brought up buzzwordism in a good while. We paying attention, class? We sure are. Oh, I'm not blocking it. Buzzwordism. When people use words with dramatic meanings or events, and they're not grammar for shit. Anyway, buzzwordism. When people use words with traumatic meanings or events in place of everyday common insults, usually because they have differing political ideologies, rhetoric, or opinions. In most cases, they are doing this because they disagree with you and want to paint you in a worse light by associating you with these negative connotations. Yeah, it's a classic.
fascist. So many people have effortlessly fallen for the smear campaigns that it makes my blood boil. Maybe you should fall for it too, pal. Maybe try watching an episode of the legendary series. This is absolutely lovely. Seeing Hasan fans so mad, I mean, it really just makes my day. How can you smear someone who just wants people to have free healthcare and a better quality of life? Imagine describing Hasan as this. Oh, he just wants free healthcare. He just wants a better quality of life. So what part of shocking his dog is leading to this, actually? Fucking moron. If the future of the Democratic Party isn't Hasan Piker, the Democratic Party has no future. I think we're at the point where we need to seriously pursue a third party.
These are Hasan Piker G-boys. If the future of the Democratic Party isn't Hassan Piker, the Democratic Party has no future. Yo, if it isn't Hassan, if it isn't our God Zaddy King, bro, it can be no other. Yo, bro, this is what I be talking about with like, yo, sipping the Kool-Aid, bruh. These niggas, they really be thinking, yo, Hassan is president, bro. He's gonna fix it up, bro. Shout out Up Diorio. Just like he was saying it. If Hasan were ever to come in power, bro, and be a fucking leader of anything, yeah, he's lining them niggas up against the wall. Not even a question, bro. Cannot let him get into power at all.
Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. His audience is a complete fucking cult. They don't want to win elections or support Democrats, or they don't want to do any of that. They just want to make their own fucking cult here of Hassan Piker loyalists, right? It's insane you admit this. Israel at it again, of course. Like fan, like creator, I suppose. To those who attempt to smear Hassan, I don't even know what that means. Sure. Anyways, moving on to Hasan being canceled by even more universities. Last time it was Stanford, now it's Michigan.
Bro, you got canceled by Stanford, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. See, I ain't gonna hold. That was a true grammar fuck up, bro. I was dead ass about to say that shit twice for no reason at all. Anyway, going back on that. I was saying, yeah, I missed the daily stuff the other day because I was making the Hasan Code Pink vid or whatever, trying to get all that together. But like, yeah, I missed out a lot. What the fuck this thing was getting canceled by Stanford?
Michigan State here. Basically, a bunch of Jewish students are saying that he's anti-Semitic and they don't want him to speak at their campus, right? Apparently, he's scheduled to do it in April.
MSU newspaper, student newspaper, Jewish student groups deeply troubled by upcoming campus visit by Hasan Piker. Popular leftist commentator was stumped without Abdel Sayed's U.S. Senate campaign. A group representing Jewish students at Michigan State University. Dude, I'm sorry. I can't take this sincerely. Whenever Israel feels threatened, they launch a multi-pronged approach. And it's fucking utter nonsense. These Jewish student groups are not doing this because they're like sincerely afraid. They're just doing it because they have the name Jewish slapped onto it, but they're actually there to defend the interests of Israel. That's it. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous.
Or Hasan, maybe your rhetoric about, you know what I'm saying, guys that are Jewish is a bit mixy. And, you know, again, as says who are Jewish, you know, they might just be able to speak out about it, might be able to criticize you for this because, you know, your rhetoric is crazy and you cannot make, specifically, he cannot make the dichotomy between someone who is like a staunch Zionist, a staunch supporter of like the IDF and like Netanyahu, and an innocent Israeli civilian. You literally like damn near cannot make this contrast at all. So like, even going back on that, like I said, your rhetoric, Hasan, they definitely are able to criticize this shit. Like, fuck.
And no, I got Jewish Hasanabi heads at MSU.
Wait, what the fuck? Hasan, didn't you literally just say that you shouldn't conflate Jews and Zionists? And here you are.
Yo, funny enough, so good Pegasus said that because what I just said is that conflation, or not, well, not conflating it myself, but like the dichotomy between it, like the contrast. But he can't make that.
Reading an article about how Jewish students are uncomfortable with you speaking at their university because of your statements, and then you go, well, Israel is sending its biggest glazers.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, and like, bro, these. It's so fucking stupid. These are like some fucking jits at a college, bro. Some bulls at a college, and they're like advocacy group, bro. Probably like, you know what I'm saying, one of their Johns. They're of course like, Doug, because one, heads are Jewish, they're definitely allowed to speak about this. But even two to that, like, yeah, they're definitely allowed in general to speak about this because your rhetoric is definitely criticizable as a whole, Hasan. This is the shit he cannot understand.
Essentially, Israel is using a multi-pronged approach. Dude, these are regular.
And then like Pegasus is pointing out too, the whataboutism about Israel. There we go. Now we can point that out. Right there, right under buzzwordism. The isms, am I right? Anyway, I'm kind of blocking a little bit on them. What aboutism? A type of deflection or rhetorical tactic where someone responds to a criticism or point by saying, yeah, but what about, for Hasan here, oh, yeah, but what about, they're just agents of Israel. They're just here to slander me, bro. They're just from Mossad. It's like, yeah, what the fuck? Anyway, instead of addressing the original issue, it's commonly used in online political spaces, in the CDST, when someone wants to avoid direct responsibility or criticism. Yeah, again, this is Hasan, master of the 5 stats. So yeah, of course he's trying to avoid accountability here.
Ask like Jewish students in America, dude, what is the relevance here? You are literally never beating the anti-Semitism allegations. It's actually nuts. Anyways, then Hasan says that he believes in people. He believes in the intrinsic goodness of the human race, guys.
I believe that people are, at the end of the day, honest and kind and open-minded. Okay.
You know what you're not? Honest, kind, and open-minded. But keep going.
Okay, they can be. They have that capability, right?
Do you?
Right? All they need to do is come here and listen to what I have to say.
If you listen to yourself, you'd be like one of your fucking G-boys in your chat. I don't want to be anything like these fucks. Again, like we were saying earlier with apparently you the other day compare yourself to fucking Charlie Kirk. These are the same motherfuckers saying to debate a corpse, bro. These are the same motherfuckers sending hearts, bro, when you're reading a manifesto of a fucking terrorist. Yeah, dude. I don't want to be anything like you, Hasan. Definitely not like those fucking G-boys. So yeah, I don't think you have any of those capabilities, Hasan. Fuck no.
And they will very quickly realize that they've been led astray.
Yes, of course. All they need to do is to subject themselves to 10 hours of a Diddy Piker stream. Dude, that's like saying all you need to do is waterboard yourself. All you need to do, guys, is pluck out your nails one by one for 10 hours a day. Yeah, Hasan, great advice. Ain't nobody doing that, okay? And I really can't think of anything more disheartening than Hasan Piker going, I believe in you. I believe in your goodness. You know, this is kind of like Chancellor Palpatine believing
Emperor Piker, please do not commence Order 66 on Kaya.
in Anakin Skywalker. I believe in you. You're the chosen one, you know? Now go slaughter those babies. I believe in you. I sound like a believe. And I believe that I
It said not the younglings.
can nurture you into a full-on terrorist supporter. A full-on dog shocker. Lovely. Anyways, then he gets compared to Nick Fuentes. And this is happening a lot now because a lot of people seem to believe he's an anti-Semite. I wonder why, of course.
McMorrow slams El Sayed for campaigning with Hasan Piker, compares Piker to Nick Fuentes. Royal Oak, Michigan State Senator Mallory McMorrow, who's running in a tight
Meltdown coming in 3, 2, 1.
three-way Democratic primary for U.S. Senate slammed one of her opponents, Abdul El Sayed, for his decision to campaign with the far-left political streamer Hasan Piker. Piker, who has a history of anti-Semitic and pro-Hamas remarks, is slated to appear at 2 campaign rallies with El Sayed and Representative Summer Lee in April. It is somebody who says extremely offensive things in order to generate clicks and views and followers, which is not entirely different from somebody like Nick Fuentes, McMorrow told Jewish Insider in an interview Thursday, referring to the neo-Nazi podcaster. Piker is the exact opposite of someone I'd be campaigning with, a sentiment McMorrow echoed. Good. This is a good thing. This draws ideological boundaries. It's crazy that all of these people that are giving statements to Jewish Insider have never met me, have never heard what my opinion is, and they're just literally responding without knowing anything about me. It's crazy. It's unbelievable. I've never seen anything like this. Like with Nick Fuentes, at least I'm sure they've heard shit about Nick Fuentes. They could have done their due diligence. They could have looked it up.
Right. So he's saying that
Wait. That shit is so fucking stupid. Okay. So they did their research on you, but they didn't do their research on him, and that's why they can't make this comparison? What the fuck? I would assume they did research on both of you, and that's why they can make this comparison. And let me, because, I mean, this is gonna, it's right there, too. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't even mean to do it, but horseshoe theory, a political theory that suggests political extremes of the far left and far right share more in common with each other than with the political center, causing the political spectrum to curve back and resemble a horseshoe. My reference, when I always reference horseshoe theory, is usually between Hasan and Asman, but that's for like a streamer thing and like their rivalry. But an actual political horseshoe theory is, yes, Hasan Piker and Nick Fuentes, especially on the issue of anti-Semitism, because both of them, and this is exactly why the fuck we are here right now. So,
oh, they know nothing about me. They haven't, you know, met me personally. They haven't talked to me. That's not, nobody needs to talk to you personally. They can literally just see the clips of you
anybody said that clips?
on the internet, right? You know, they probably watched the legendary series, as does every human on planet Earth, except Hasan viewers, of course. It's simply cinema. They can't stay away. And I just find it incredibly ironic that this guy's complaining about, oh, people are shitting on me and they know nothing about me. Buddy, you do this all the time. You
Exactly. Defamation, slander, spreading misinformation, like, what's the name? Misconstruing arguments. But even on top of that, bro, he's literally the fucking Humega lol guy, bro. But yo, who is this motherfucker? Yo, isn't that the guy that... Boy, dumbass.
called me a Jeffrey supporter. Like, what the fuck? That's based on...
That's a good example. Yo, more Pegasus. Yo, bro, is that the pro-pedophilia guy? It's like, bro, I'm trying to tell you, yo, Hasan fire off that slander like that shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, yo, he be letting a chopper sing with that fucking slander. That shit is actually insane.
Literally nothing. It's the opposite, right?
More Pegasus is pro-Epstein? Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, that's great.
Like, you don't know anything about the people you talk about either. And I'm literally your favorite channel. You said it yourself, you know?
More Pegasus? I love that guy.
More Pegasus made a dozen videos about you in the past few days. I love that guy. That guy is
I love that guy. That was my guy.
my favorite YouTuber, honestly.
But yeah, you like routinely smear people with random names, random like slanderous things like, oh, you're a PDF
And buzzwordism we already talked about earlier.
file. I feel like this is just karma, except this is more accurate because your statements are very anti-Semitic, right? Even when it's completely unrelated
All you gotta do is pull up the clips. Hasan, explain the clips. Why did you say this in this clip?
to Israel. So then Hasan says that he's never going to stop and that this is somehow good publicity.
Candidates to be afraid of like aligning with me. I don't give a shit. It's not going to stop me from doing commentary. You know what I mean?
Well, again, I don't think they want to stop you from. Well, I guess some heads probably want to stop you, depending on that point. But like for the most part, any candidate that is truly like focusing on trying to get through to the people, that's truly like trying to focus on winning any campaigns and elections, yeah, they're not associating with you or worried about you in the fucking first place, Hasan. So of course, like, you even shouldn't give a shit because they're not gonna give a shit. You're just gonna work with whatever the motherfuckers, I guess, want to just either really have your aligning politics or just trying to fuck up their rep. That's all it is.
I'm a political commentator. I'm going to keep doing political.
Oh, here we fuck. Bro, I'm bringing it back. Yep. Bring it back. Schrödinger streamer, except he just did the inverse again. We seen it earlier, but yeah, now he's back to a political commentator. Fucking hilarious again, Mr. Switcher Up Piker, whatever the fuck he wants to be Piker, shape-shifting, mighty morphing Piker. Yo, what's next? Schrödinger Stirk?
Commentary. And these kinds of smears are not only ineffective, but they actually boost my profile in general. In a statement to the state news.
Yo, if somebody said, bro, if an article says something about you that you said yourself quoted, right? And like you've had statements, right? How does that boot? What the fuck? Like, again, this is the shit I was talking about earlier where it's like bad publicity is just good publicity. Stupid. Dumb.
On behalf of MSU Hillel, Vice President of the Jewish Student Union, Skylar Elbinger, wrote to the President Piker, whom the group called a known anti-Semite at the rally, would create a hostile environment for Jewish students on campus by threatening their security and belonging. Unbelievable. So gross. What a gross thing.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Let me see.
Vice President of the Jewish Student Union, Skylar Elbinger, wrote to the President Piker, whom the group called a known anti-Semite at the rally, would create a hostile environment for Jewish students on campus by threatening their security and belonging.
Wait, like I'm actually like processing this shit. I'm like, yo, wait, what the fuck are they saying? Are they saying like he would actively do this shit?
Piker, whom the group called a known anti-Semite at the rally, would create a hostile environment for Jewish students on campus by threatening their security and belonging. Unbelievable.
Okay.
So gross.
Okay, wait, no, go back. Wait. One more time. One more time, and I'm gonna tell you how I'm feeling about this shit. Hold on.
Hillel, Vice President of the Jewish Student Union, Skylar Elbinger, wrote to the President Piker, whom the group called a known anti-Semite at the rally, would create a hostile environment for Jewish students on campus by threatening their security and belonging.
Okay. Pause on that, and then somebody give his reaction or whatever. He's saying it's gross, but his rhetoric, right? Like, yeah, we could definitely say he's had anti-Semitic rhetoric, right? Which, is bad and criticizable, right? But if he goes to a college, I would assume he's not gonna try to start like a fucking rally or like a fucking, I don't know, like some crazy shit, right? Like an uprising or some junk. Is that what they're saying he would do? Because I don't think he would do that because, like, in the best interest of, like, again, still his overall rep and wanting to still have a career to fucking grift on or whatever. Yeah, that would be stupid to have an incident like that happen. So I don't think he would do that. But, like, yeah, him just going there to talk or whatever, especially on behalf of, like, yeah, they have, like, you know what I'm saying, heads that are Jewish there, especially, like, you know what I'm saying, feeling offended. Like, it's just not even a good idea. Like, it should just be avoided as a whole. But I'm like, that's what I was saying in my head. I'm like, wait, are they trying to say, like, he would, like, start, like, a fucking uprising, a riot or some shit? I'm like, wait, what the fuck is going on here?
Unbelievable. So gross. What a gross thing to fucking say. What a gross and cynical thing to say. At a time when Jewish students are experiencing heightened fear and vulnerability, especially in the wake of the recent attack on Temple Israel in West Bloomfield, this choice is especially concerning, this statement read.
Oh yeah, so he goes, oh yeah, this is actually a good thing, right? People shitting on me, it's a good thing. And then
Wait, hold on. I was so busy breaking down that other half of it, I didn't even realize that. Word. This nigga just said, oh yeah, bro, basically bad publicity is good publicity. And then actually feels the heat of the bad publicity. He's like, wait a minute, nigga, this is bullshit. Hypocrisy, paga.
And immediately after he goes, this is gross.
Like, again, if they're on a reference, like, and again, I'll show that, like, what's the word? I use it all the time. I show that charitability to Hasan. Like, if they're trying to incite that he will start a riot or some shit, I do disagree with that. That. But again, that is the hypocrisy with John. He would just say, man, I don't give a shit, bro. There's any good publicity, bro. You're getting all the good press anyway. And then to actually get one guy by the fucking article and get mad, it's like, my nigga, yo, what the fuck are you doing?
This is so gross. Hasan, you know when you're bullshitting, you kind of got to stick to a story, right? You got to stick to a narrative of whether you're unbothered or whether you actually hate this. Moving.
See, that's the thing that, oh, I guess we're not moving on to shit. Fuck you, Soy Dabs!
I just want to ask him if you've always been shitting your pants.
No.
No, Soy Dabs. But anyway. I just got me crying. But anyway, to finish out that last point I was making, like, yeah, again, like, if those has, like, we're trying to say it's on inside a riot, like, that obviously is bad, and, like, he could be able to condemn that, but obviously we'd have to get, like, a further context on what they meant on that, because obviously we know, like, how art goes in any, like, news genre. It could be in a biased way, it could not be, who really knows? And again, every genre, for an individual person, like we were just talking about earlier with media literacy and all that, is up for your interpretation. Unless you're just blatantly lying, defaming, slandering, yada yada. We know how that gets down. But on an overall, y'all know what it is. That was Hasan's friends are turning on him big time. Of course, if you guys would like to watch the OJ did his slops, what other Trilly yap? Because he indeed does yap everything. That will be down in the description for Sling. Sure to love it, of course. A lot bag out size. Final opinions and conjecture. Yeah, it's no surprise that Hasan will be coping, molding, and seething. Of course, when he's getting called out for the backlash of being one of the biggest causes of the online left, especially. But, like, you know what I'm saying, the left's infighting, bro. It's just bad works there. So of course when heads are gonna call him out or not want to associate it with him, because his political ideologies, rhetoric, and opinions are fucking crazy, radical. Not good. I mean, yeah, what the fuck else should we expect? Or better yet, what should he expect? Well, yeah, the Ouroboros concept, because the self-destructive loops are never gonna end for Hasan. Tougher than us, bad guy. But other than that, y'all already know what it is. Again, sorry, should allow what bad guy's ass. And I'm finna get y'all on the flip, baby. Peace.